done with me, but you keep calling my phone. Phone call like ring, ring, ring. Hello. Ring, ring, ring. Hello. Ring, ring, ring. Ring, ring, ring. Hello. Ring, ring, ring. Hello. Ring, ring, ring. Hello.
In on Floyd Mayweather, and he can no longer do the one thing he has always done to solve his problems: fight. Boxing didn't just make Floyd a Hall of Famer, it also made him filthy rich. He has earned an estimated $1.2 billion over his entire career, but today he is pawning off his watches to pay off debts, running from multi-million-dollar tax bills from the IRS, bobbing and weaving child support payments, promoting questionable crypto coins, going toe-to-toe with countless lawsuits, and gambling the rest of the cash that he does have. As a result, many are calling him broke, which is something 50 Cent had been trying to warn us about.
Excuse me. So, we're going to watch this video. But the reason why I think Floyd Mayweather is going broke, and obviously his version of broke is different from our version of broke, but right now he can't keep up with it's looking like he can't keep up with his finances. I've heard stories about Floyd punting watches and taking bags back from some of his girls to pay bills and shit like that. The reason why Floyd is going broke, in my opinion, would be because, seriously, stop listening to me. When he retired, Floyd did not want to alter the way that he lived. In a single night, you are not making $200 million anymore. In a single night, you're not making $80 million anymore. What that means is you can't live life like that anymore. You have to, the way that you spend money has to mature. You are now in a new phase of your life. You're not an active prize fighter. So you cannot, well, if you want to fly private jets every day, everywhere, then guess what? You probably shouldn't be flying private jets and buying 12 cars in a month. Let's make a sacrifice. You made enough money, you can do one. Should we be doing both? I don't think we should be doing both. That's just an example. You shouldn't be spending $1 million on a watch anymore. That you're not making 80 million in a day, in a night. You're not doing that. So I think that Mayweather wanted to continue to live that life, that boxer life, when you're not a boxer anymore, or not an active one. And on top of it, there's things you can do to bring in more income. You can do promoting, like he had Mayweather promotions and like that. But why this part is just me speculating, I'm gonna watch the video, we'll figure it out. I think the reason why Mayweather kind of fails as a promoter, because if you think about it, there's a lot of people that was under his wing. Devin Haney come from his camp. Tank come from his camp in a couple of ways, right? Floyd Mayweather is a narcissist, gang. That's my favorite boxer of all time. Floyd Mayweather never won. Yeah, he had Adrian Broner. Floyd Mayweather never allowed some of his fighters to get shine. Because even in the press conferences, when your fighter just fought and they've done amazing things, Mayweather would always find a way to bring himself up. So, like, boom, Tank will have a good night. I mean, yeah, Tank did his thing. You know, he did this, but, you know, you got a while to be money made. We're not talking about you. We're talking about Tank. Now, I want to find out. I know that's just me speculating. Obviously, I need to go listen to more of his fighters on why they chose not to work with him, but it gets to the point, are you promoting me or yourself? Like, why does it feel like I'm beefing with you because I might be getting close to your legacy when are you supposed to be promoting me?
Out for well over a decade.
Does Floyd Mayweather, is he as rich as we think he is?
No.
Floyd Money Mayweather's business mogul persona is looking like nothing more than a facade. He has desperately tried to convince you that he has made calculated investments alongside a team of business geniuses.
I'm being very, very...
Floyd don't drink and do drugs. He just naturally stupid. Can I call in Discord real quick? Yeah, hey, Shiba, call right now. I don't know what it's about. Talk to me. Is it about this? I remember they said Mayweather was stuck in like Dubai because he was owing them some money or something. Yo, Shiba, talk to me, gang.
Yo, hey. Excuse me, Trey. Listen, you must with these dumbass names. All right, y'all getting too besides yourself.
Yeah.
Y'all literally putting crazy in y'all name. It's not just Ling no more. You will get the out of here.
Yes.
Okay, no. It's not even funny. It's just crazy in your name with cuss words. You will get put the out of here. Stop it. You're not funny. You are lame.
Thank you,
It's
bro.
not funny. The Lean Dynasty is strong though.
But no,
So
you almost there. Almost there.
Excuse me, Trey. You other are not funny. Okay, relax. All right, appreciate it.
This almost was there. Stop with the names. It's over. You can let this go. Just no. The Ling, Shiba already told me he was tired of this too. Y'all stop with this, bro. And I'm actually glad y'all addressed it. Because come on, man. Some of y'all bugging the out.
Smart investments.
But there is a very real possibility that Floyd cannot read, which means he likely couldn't understand the deals he was getting into, or he is playing dumb on purpose. And now that he can't fight his way into another multi-million-dollar payday, he is looking like he's going to be the guy who earned generational wealth only to blow it all in one generation. This is how it happened. Floyd Mayweather Sr. was arrested on drug trafficking charges, convicted, and sentenced to 5 years in prison in 1993, which is just a small insight into the trauma Floyd experienced as a child.
My mother was on drugs. My dad been shot by my mother brother. I was right there. My dad had grabbed me.
What y'all talking about? What you need?
Yo, bro. I gotta agree with my shit, but man, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Y'all these names, y'all need cool to calm the on out, bro. The names I be seeing, though, bro, this is one person I follow, Raunchy. I ain't gonna say that name, but that he needs to I don't know what he need to do, but he need to do something with himself, bro. Okay, right? Y'all is out of pocket, bro. I cannot stand with these names. Y'all need to ban these immediately.
Ban the Ling
I ain't
names
gonna lie. And the Ling names too. I ain't gonna hold you. I agree with that too. The Ling dynasty is getting played out so bad, bro. You knew suck. You knew don't know how to troll, bro. You knew suck, bro. You knew.
Scared me. Scared me. Yo, take up what up, gang?
Yo, wait, let me make sure y'all get me.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, look. So, I don't want to add on too much of anything, but for real though, man, like y'all saying too much in the chat, y'all saying crazy stuff, and y'all got some crazy stuff in y'all names. Y'all gotta know and y'all gotta see that y'all saying and y'all doing crazy stuff. It's time out based. Now, I've been saying this for the longest. We gotta change these names. Y'all know that's not y'all. Y'all know that's not what y'all do, and that's not who y'all is. Stop falling behind the next person, man. Make what y'all do what y'all gotta do, but stop following out the next person, bro. Please. You know I'm about to get these lean dynasty out of here, man. You know me. You know I never liked them. So that's what I gotta say. Get them out of here, and I'm gonna forever fight to get them out of here. But like on some real stuff, continue to be who y'all is, continue to troll, but y'all gotta know a limit. Y'all gotta know what y'all saying and what y'all doing. It's crazy. To put in the chat, because we still got SOT in here. Y'all saying lean, and people know what that mean. Y'all keep saying, cock and all that. Y'all got to get that. Come on, man. Y'all got to know when to do stuff around. Y'all keep spamming and keep following after the next person. Come on, man. We got to do better, though.
All right,
that's all.
Appreciate you. Hold up. Guapo, what you need, gang?
So now I'm going to add on to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit a little crazy out here, man. Wicked. Shit hurt my heart.
Hey, do me a favor. Get the out my face.
Wait a minute. One mic real quick, man. One mic. Hold on, man, because this shit really breaking my heart. Seeing this, man. All that, though, man. What's up with you with this mother thing?
Yo, underrated, what up, gang?
All right. This shit.
Talk to me, make it quick, though. Fuck with me.
we need to just address
Yes.
that this Ling Dynasty shit.
Yes.
Y'all niggas talking about Dick Dynasty. What we doing? Majority of us is grown men, and we laughing about Dick Dynasty. What we got going? What we got going? Come on now.
Thank you.
Niggas is laughing jokes about Dick. We grown like most grown men. What we got going? Niggas is a little different.
Underrated.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you so much, gang. All right, Shiva. Shiva, you called back in. What up, nigga?
Two things. Niggas laugh about everything in this bitch, so we gonna put a limit on big jokes now. Niggas, we laugh about crazy shit in this community. But that's it or that.
That's a fact.
All right, niggas wanna switch up in this bitch, but it's fine. It's fine.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Quick PSA though, because I know you said you want to do the choice of voices shit.
Yeah.
I need niggas to send add me on Twitter. Send me clips because I can make unique clips for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they have a limited amount that's pre-made already, but there are other. If you have an idea for another clip, I can edit it and make it so he can do it in there. So if you got something dumb and random, like,
oh, that's fire.
For example, like the Charleston White meme, right? That's that's a real nigga meme. You can send me that type shit.
Nah, don't do that. Hell nah.
So you can send me literally anything as long as it's like on YouTube.
Yeah.
I could probably get it. So at Trey Out of Context on Twitter. Do that.
All right,
appreciate it.
Shiva, appreciate you. Okay, so that's what I do. I will address that, and we'll keep it pushing. So the thing about the Ling Dynasty shit, I can't lie. Why I don't be wanting to say some of the names. Some of y'all niggas is funny. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that a whole ass nigga made a name Ling J. Stroud. All right. I cannot lie. That shit kind of funny. Nigga. All right. Now, it's unfortunate. This nigga bodacious. It's the only time you niggas gonna get me to laugh at this shit. This nigga bodacious wouldn't stop gifting, nigga. That's very unfortunate, nigga. That's very, very fucking unfortunate. Now, the problem is, though, also, on top of that, this is the last one. The nigga, you did it on some stealthy shit. The piece of shit that made Abraham Lincoln. That's very fucking unfortunate. Now, with that being said, though, yo, it's too many niggas trying to do too much of the same shit. The thing that we do in the community, y'all troll, y'all make new trolls every fucking day. Everybody, some niggas is starting to kill the joke. If you ain't one of them niggas that's funny doing that shit, just stop, gang. Do me a favor, stop. Because I seen the nigga up in here, and I'ma read your name. But I hope that they ban you. We now got to the point to where it's grown-ass niggas up in here making an account that says Big Gooch and Weenie Killer. Like, what are you doing? Like, what the fuck are you doing? I want y'all to niggas know we growing as a community. Some of the things that's gonna happen as a community is there will be women viewers up in here. Stop scaring the women away. Some of y'all niggas scaring the women away. Now, the thing is, when the women come in the community, they are also gonna have to get used to some of the jokes that we do. I'm not gonna just change who we are. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna do that. The good thing about the women in the community that we got, they just as childish as us. They be good vibes, they be all that. But come on, my nigga. You putting them super freaked out First Amendment, nigga. This ain't no motherfucking, boy, the First Amendment don't apply in this bitch, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about, nigga? I ain't the government. You better get the fuck out of my motherfucking face, nigga. Fuck out of my face, nigga. You can't say whatever you want in this bitch, nigga. Now, anyways, though, with that being said, bro, please, just be funny. Keep it funny, bro. Some of y'all niggas not. Matter of fact, honestly, with the lean shit, y'all can stop. Y'all can move on to something else. Just keep it funny. That's all I be asking, dog. Like, but now back to this video,
which is just a small insight into
no more calls. Come on.
the trauma Floyd experienced as a child.
My mother was on drugs. My dad been shot by
Hey, this nigga actually had the nerve to type up in here. Mods, get his ass. I'm not gonna lie, that is a band. That name is ass. You're done.
by my mother, brother. I was right there. My dad had grabbed me, was holding me in his arms when he got shot. My dad been to prison, and I've been through a lot.
Despite his chaotic upbringing, Floyd Jr. was determined to follow in his father's footsteps in the ring. He had a stellar amateur career, but in one of his last amateur fights, he lost in the Atlanta Olympics against the Bulgarian Serafim Torodov. Floyd was not necessarily dominating the fight, but most people watching thought he would be the victor. Even the referee thought he should have won. As the announcer revealed Torodov was the winner, the ref lifted up Floyd's arms, seemingly confused. But while this kind of loss could have derailed other young athletes, Floyd said it only motivated him to become great.
The referee raised my hand because he thought I won, but I'm glad that the fight went like it went.
Why?
If it did, it made me work that much harder as a professional not to feel that
FOT.
same pain again.
So
FOT
you
freeze the
believe
trade.
losing that fight was the greatest thing that ever happened to Floyd Mayweather Jr.?
That was one of the best things that happened to me. One of the best things.
This setback was the perfect marketing storyline for his first official pro match.
Women come along when the community gets popular and ruin the community by kicking out the folks who made it funny because their streamer thinks that he gonna fuck something. So, hey, I'm gonna let you know first and foremost, I don't know where you get that shit from, and that is not the case, and especially not the case around here. See, the thing is, niggas think that they cool with me, but they don't personally know me. I will never fuck any woman that watches my videos or subscribe to my videos because I'm not in the business of doing that. Literally. I'm not one of these niggas that walk around this motherfucker horny and just think that I'm going to do something because I can get ass from a woman. I talk to women in real life. I don't need to get them off Twitch. I don't need to do that. Now, on top of that, I'm not going to let women come in this motherfucker and like ruin the content. If women coming in here, they obviously fuck with the jokes. I'm not going to change the jokes, but at the same time, you're not going to be in this bitch talking like an absolute tearing them away because niggas want to put absolute random shit in here. Like I said, my community's always going to be the same. I hate addressing niggas like this because this ain't that kind of shit, nigga. We up in here to laugh and joke. Nigga, you know what the fuck I mean, my nigga. You know what I mean. Stop being a fucking weirdo. If anybody in your life telling you that shit, I'm telling you, nigga, as a grown-ass man, stop being a fucking weirdo. All right? It's plenty of other space to be weird in this bitch. You can go somewhere else, not in here, nigga. You come in this bitch, be funny, and if you're not funny, get the fuck out. It's that simple. It's that simple. Fuck wrong with niggas. You want a free space to be a fucking chat and scared of women. I don't offer that for you. I've never offered that for you. I never will. So if you have a name that I think that you gonna scare the women, get the fuck out of here, nigga. Fuck wrong with you, boy? Now, keep it going. And it's not just you, though. It's not just you. It's anybody that think like that. Move the fuck around, nigga. Fuck wrong with you?
Against Roberto Apodaca. Promoters were building Floyd up as the young prodigy who got robbed at the Olympics, working as hard as he could to support his dad when he got out of prison. And by all accounts, Floyd delivered. He took Roberto down in round 2 with an incredibly precise shot to the kidney, but the most impressive part for new fans was that he was basically untouchable due to near-perfect defense. However, becoming a professional fighter didn't immediately make him rich and famous. Floyd only made $2,500 in his debut fight. He had just signed to Top Rank, a fighting promotion ran by the legendary Bob Arum. Bob's job was to turn fighters into stars. Top Rank put up the money to create Floyd's fights, negotiate television deals, find opponents, and slowly build his reputation. In return, they had the exclusive right to promote his fights and take a massive percentage of the money each event generated. All Floyd had to do was win, and he did. He earned the nickname Pretty Boy Floyd due to his remarkable speed and defense. His opponents barely ever hit him in the face, so he never really had any cuts or bruises.
I understand there's niggas that's not fans of Floyd Mayweather boxing style and shit like that, and I get it. Is it the most entertaining to watch to the casual? I know. But I used to hate when niggas be like, Mayweather running, he running. I'm like, bro, we not watching the same fight, bro. This nigga defense was just so damn dumb. Like, that nigga missing. He missing. Your nigga missing. And Mayweather, at least Money Mayweather, he's different from Pretty Boy Floyd. But Money Mayweather, he missing it while I'm not hitting him with the shots that look the most powerful. He can't do nothing about this straight I keep throwing to him. He can't do nothing about this follow-up jab. Like,
nice guy.
Floyd Mayweather, like, for me, at least me, It is like what exactly they call boxing, the sweet science. That nigga broke defense down to a disgusting level. And when you watch the damn replay, you really see how cold he actually is. Like, he's one of the greatest defensive fighters of all time, if not the greatest to a lot of people.
Look, while being a savage knockout artist, got fans invested in him. And at this point in his career, he was much more humble, soft-spoken, and generally more passionate and emotionally invested in his fights. But as Floyd kept winning, he realized something strange. Everyone around him was making way more money than he was.
I took it upon myself to learn the business part of boxing. Why let a promoter keep majority of the money? He's not out there competing.
Mayweather desperately needed to renegotiate his business affairs. The problem was, making money in the ring and making money outside of it are two very different skills, and Floyd wasn't exactly prepared to be the big boss he thought he was. But real quick, I want to tell you about the sponsor of today's video, Simply Safe.
Man, shout out to them niggas, bro. I be feeling safe all the time, bro.
No safe, like Simply Safe. By 2006, Floyd Jr. had a perfect 33-0 record after beating the absolute brakes off our...
Would you take up boxing? I want to. So the thing about me is I really do miss team sports and shit like that, but obviously I'm not finna go join a motherfucking team sport. Like, I don't have the time to do it. Like, I think flag football is cool, like, but I'm not gonna go out there and join a motherfucking league. And I'm ass as fuck at fucking basketball. So I was like, yo, what can I do to kind of get like that schedule that is free, got structure to it, but at the same time it's challenging. And boxing is one of the first things that came to my mind. I know that eventually I'm gonna try to get to it so I can just start like training and sparring. But obviously, like, I'd never do nothing too crazy.
Gaddy. Despite this, Gaddy was still considered the bigger draw and actually earned more money than Floyd. Now, $3.2 million was still an amazing payday for most boxers' standards, but he felt like he was getting less than he deserved. Mayweather had just purchased his first mansion in the Las Vegas Mountain Trails neighborhood for $3 million and needed to bring in multiple millions to sustain the lifestyle he wanted. Him and Bob Arum started disagreeing on Floyd's payouts, also referred to in boxing as the purse. Floyd felt that it was his work in the ring that got him the sold-out arenas, whereas Bob felt that the financial risk he took on Floyd for the past 10 years, building him up from a nobody to a superstar, is what gave him the authority to choose what Floyd should get paid. This is exactly the same type of situation when an artist is 4 albums deep into their recording contract, and all of a sudden they say the label is evil, and that they're taking too large of a percentage, and that they should be allowed to be independent now. But when the label was spending millions of dollars promoting this artist when nobody knew them, everything was fine. Floyd was able to slowly get larger purses, receiving $4.3 million against Sharmba Mitchell, then $5 million against Zab Judah, but the breaking point came when Bob wanted Floyd to fight Antonio Margarito. Floyd demanded an $8 million purse, but Bob refused. He didn't believe the fight could generate enough money to justify paying Floyd that much. Betting on himself, Floyd paid roughly $750,000 to buy himself out of his contract with Top Rank. He walked away from the man who built his career and started his own company called Mayweather Promotions.
I think the best move that I ever made was leaving Top Rank. You know, I was making, 7 figures with them, but once I left them, I made 8 figures. That was the best move I ever made in my whole career, was becoming my own boss.
It was the biggest gamble of his life. Instead of relying on somebody else, Floyd would now be 100% responsible for negotiating all of his business affairs. But this appeared to pay off almost immediately. His very next fight against Carlos Baldomir earned him the exact $8 million purse he had been asking Bob Arum for. To Floyd, it looked like he had just proven everyone wrong, and he followed that up by stepping up to the biggest challenge of his life, fighting the legendary Oscar de la Hoya. Oscar was universally loved, called the Golden Boy with his nice guy.
I feel like this is the fight that just took Floyd to another fucking level, to another planet, dog. Because you got the star of Oscar, you got the star of Floyd that's bubbling and coming together, and then how Floyd went about it with trolling, and then coming out victorious. He was gone after this.
Personality. But Mayweather Jr. had a very similar image, and if he was going to sell this match, he would have to become the villain of American boxing.
Look me in the eye right now, Oscar. Look me in my eye. I'm gonna beat you. I'm the top drawer. You remember that? Can't be two good guys. I chose to be the bad guy. I'm gonna beat you till you respect me. I'm gonna beat you, I'm gonna make you call me pretty. I'm gonna beat you like that. I'm still gonna beat this. Making a toast to me kicking Oscar ass.
Man, I miss
Here we
these
are in the
videos
biggest
with
fight of our lives.
the promos.
And you have the pound for pound champion of the world acting like out of his mind. He couldn't control himself.
I'm gonna make it a rough and tough fight come May 5th.
I'm so scared.
This is what made Floyd Mayweather the draw in boxing, because he realized what it took to sell the fight. Like, he gonna talk his shit. Ain't gonna go too crazy, but I see that, yo, you want to sit here and be all business, but at the end of the day, we are in the entertainment business. We got to do something to make people entertained and wow for them and like give them a reason to want to come to this fight. So he played the villain role and he played it well.
Hi, my name Oscar De La Hoya. I'm gonna do this. You ain't gonna do shit.
HBO's 24/7 gave fans a closer look at Mayweather's personality. One boxing journalist wrote he was
Trey, is it all right if I use your Kohl's cash? Man, I think I got Kohl's cash. Man, I lost my damn Kohl's cash. Why you acting about that bullshit? Yo, hey, man, me too. So, look, this is why I had some. When them PS5s came out, Kohl's had PS5. See, niggas ain't know that. Now, me, I told y'all when it came out, I was buying them bitches up trying to flip them. I went to Kohl's and bought like 3 of them. They canceled them all. They canceled them. Bitch ass niggas. They fucking canceled my shit. And they were like, yo, we see what you doing. It's over. I was like, damn. But we'll give you some Kohl's cash. So I kept it in my damn wallet. And I knew I was going to try to use it eventually until I lost my wallet in L.A. So whoever got my wallet, they stole my Kohl's cash.
He was obnoxious, he was arrogant, and he had no problem painting himself as the villain. He read the landscape and figured he could make money as the bad guy. If everyone wouldn't pay to see him win, maybe he could get some people to pay to see him win and others to pay in hopes that he would get his big mouth shut for once. Floyd's promotional efforts paid off big time, achieving 2.4 million pay-per-view buys, making it the highest grossing non-heavyweight pay-per-view event ever. Mayweather walked up to the ring wearing a sombrero and a bedazzled Mexican flag to taunt Mexican fans rooting for De La Hoya, but when they entered the ring, it was clear that Mayweather was going to have to pull out every defensive tool he had in his arsenal. De La Hoya had a deadly focus, and all of Floyd's mental tricks seemed to be meaningless as he continued to find himself back into a corner. It was the toughest match that either of them had ever fought, and Floyd barely came out on top with a technical victory. Mayweather ended up winning by split decision, securing him the WBC welterweight championship title and keeping his perfect unbeaten record. Floyd Mayweather Jr. had officially reached the top of the mountain in boxing, and this fight earned him a staggering $25 million. He had nothing left to prove, and at the end of the fight, he announced his retirement from the sport. This was the official end of Pretty Boy Floyd and the beginning of Floyd Money Mayweather, touting himself as a CEO and business tycoon. Well, it turns out that Floyd's retirement was just a way to avoid him fighting Oscar De La Hoya again. Oscar put a rematch clause in their contract, meaning Floyd legally had to run it back, but Floyd officially retired for 1 year and 1 day so he could fight someone else. Probably
I ain't know Floyd did that. Florida hoe. Oh, Florida hoe. Oh, Florida hoe. I ain't know Floyd did that shit, dog. Oh, that nigga a hoe. And he ducked the fade. He ducked the fade. Hey, bitch ass nigga, I done beat you once, bro. You ain't getting no run back.
His one and only genius business move. In his next bout,
crazy.
Floyd knocked out Ricky Hatton in the 10th round in a match that earned him another $25 million. He was now in a position where he felt completely dominant over all his potential opponents, and now his only motivation to fight was based on how much money he could extract from the deal.
Because I gave the sport my whole life, so I really don't, as of right now, I'm really bored with the sport of boxing. With the De La Hoya fight, I really didn't want to come back to this sport. But then I told you, if I do business with Oscar, and he give me a price that I can't resist, he gonna get me back in there. And they gave me a price I couldn't resist, so I had to get in there.
Trainer Roger Mayweather thinks it will be hard to walk away from another huge payday.
Bill Gates still making computers, ain't he? So you know that.
What the reason why these new boxers be ducking niggas? Yo, well, you know what? In some ways, I agree with you because the thing is, beyond this, Oscar De La Hoya lost and shit like that, or not lost, but the duck. Floyd's whole career, he talks shit, and I won't say his whole career, but once he got to a certain point, he started talking shit about how he never lost. And now he 30-0, 35-0, 33-0, 40-0, talk all that type of shit, right? And after that, everybody felt like that was the standard to gauge how good of a fighter that these guys are. And that's not the case, bro. When you really think about all of those great fighters that we when you were growing up that people idolized, the Alis, the Marvin Haglers, the Sugar Rays, both of them, they all got losses. Bro, you're not gonna win every fight. But the problem is, though, once the zero became the standard, it looked at as soon as a guy he could have like been on a nice trajectory of being the next guy. As soon as he lost, he would immediately lose all steam. And I'm actually glad now more than what it was back then. It's kind of tapered off. It fell off. You could lose and still be that guy. But it also, no cap though, it depends on how you lose. If you get knocked the fuck out, it might be over for you though. Like if you dead ass get knocked the fuck out, yeah, it might be. It might be. But if you put up a good competitive fight and lose, you'll be okay. You can still go.
I mean, if a man can make that kind of money in one night, where else you gonna get it?
Instead of fighting, Money Mayweather was now flaunting stacks of cash and purchasing luxury cars.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's $1 million right there.
It's evident Floyd knew how to count, but didn't really know how to save for the IRS. Mayweather paid $15.5 million in taxes for 2001 and 2003 through 2007, only after the IRS filed liens against him. And coughing up that amount of cash is not easy, even for someone like Floyd, which is why some suspected he might only be coming back to boxing for a payday.
You're a man of many things.
Yeah, bro, the IRS, bro, they don't play no motherfucking games, bro. Man, listen, they get to a point to where they're like, hey, you owe us this money, bro. Now we about to freeze your bank account. I'm going to hold that till I get what's mine. Bro, that's why one of these days y'all was wondering where the fuck I was at. I had to do my taxes. Gang. I couldn't wait no more, nigga. I had to fix these bitches and do them. But then now where I'm at, even me, I'm like, okay. While I don't want to do too much, man, I gotta spend this money because the government gonna take it. Like, that's how they are, bro. Them motherfuckers, they start, they want their money. They want their cut. They want their piece. Like, it's crazy. Trey Snipes, nah, fuck no. Straight black trucks outside, what? So, like you said, they start putting liens on this shit.
But you're a master of nothing.
I seem to be occupying my job, though. As you often say, you're just a guy with a job. I have a job, though. So who would you fight next?
And guess what? Your job don't pay like my job.
Well, it depends. That brings me to another point. Do you need? Why are you coming back?
I can make $200 million in 18 months because I want to. Because I want to come back and steal some more money. Is that okay with you?
It's fine.
Okay.
I enjoy watching your fights.
Okay.
Who might be next?
It doesn't matter.
All right. How about Manny Pacquiao?
If he wanted, he can get it.
Mayweather's next bout was against Juan Manuel Marquez, and the IRS sent Nevada boxing regulators a levy notice in 2009 ordering that $5.6 million in unpaid taxes will be deducted from Mayweather's $10 million purse, to which Mayweather agreed to, but this was nowhere near the end of his tax troubles. The IRS had Floyd Mayweather Jr. on the hook for $7.2 million in taxes from 2010, according to tax records that show a lien as unresolved for the year he fought Shane Mosley. In that fight from 2010, Floyd won a staggering $40 million. It was these kinds of paydays that allowed Floyd to keep flaunting larger and larger stacks of cash and wearing expensive watches, all while his debts to the government were constantly creeping up behind him. However, Mayweather's tax attorney...
Nigga get a fucking CPA? I mean, look, a CPA, a good CPA would definitely have helped him to fuck. But I'm pretty sure he got a solid one. Dog, it gets to the point, man, I can't avoid it no longer. So with me, I've learned new strategies and shit like that when it comes down to tax. I'm nowhere close to the money Mayweather makes. So I don't know what it's like to try to write off and try to like not pay all that money in taxes. Like, you gotta write off a whole lot of shit. You gotta do a whole lot of tax strategies. But I do know that there's some strategies that the rich do, like as far as getting into real estate is a really, really good way, but everybody can't do it. Just because you get into real estate don't mean you're gonna be able to deduct your primary like income. You won't be able to do it. Like, they'll be like, okay, we can take off some of it, but my nigga, you make a lot of money and they ain't got nothing to do with real estate. How can we do this type shit? But there's certain strategies you could do. I don't know which ones he did.
Attorney Jeffrey Morse told the Associated Press
Get a new chair and write it off. I just feel like it's better things we could do with that.
that the 2010 lien was no longer valid. There is no tax obligation outstanding for the 2010 tax year, Morse wrote, even though county court records still showed the matter as unresolved.
Imagine Trey doing your taxes. We going to jail. You, me, your cousin that you told that you was thinking about doing it, and he didn't tell you no. Yeah, because I wouldn't know what I'm doing. Shit, I ain't gonna lie. You gonna be think you up. I got you back 10,000. Government saying who the fuck gave him 10,000. Now we going to jail.
Morse later told FightHype.com that Floyd's a savvy investor, and if he's investing money and getting a rate of return that far exceeds what he has to pay the IRS in interest, then any smart business person is going to take advantage of that deferral. Basically, they're trying to suggest that since the IRS charges a 7% interest rate on money owed, that Floyd was investing his money into things that were getting him more than a 7% return to essentially profit off not paying his taxes, and then just simply waiting until they essentially bang down his door to get the money from him. And although there are much better ways to increase business—
I'm sorry, run it back because I was answering that couple score shit. Go back.
However, Mayweather's tax attorney Jeffrey Morse told the Associated Press that the 2010 lien was no longer valid. There is no tax obligation outstanding for the 2010 tax year, Morse wrote, even though county court records still showed the matter as unresolved. Morse later told FightHype.com that Floyd's a savvy investor, and if he's investing money and getting a rate of return that far exceeds what he has to pay the IRS in interest, then any smart business person is going to take advantage of that deferral. Basically, they're trying to suggest that since the IRS charges a 7% interest rate on money owed, that Floyd was investing his money into things that were getting him more than a 7% return to essentially profit off not paying his taxes.
And I can understand that, but I need a tax person to talk to me and inform me, because to my understanding then, for them to be coming with liens on all of your shit, my nigga, can't you just set up like a payment plan so you won't be getting the liens? So they won't be garnishing your damn wages? And you will still be able to use a large amount of your income into those smarter investments that's bringing you more than a 7% return. For me, what it seems like, Floyd wasn't paying at all. You didn't set up any plan to pay. And then after that, then they come and hit you with a big-ass penalty. With a big-ass penalty because you didn't decide to pay. Bro, the IRS, what they'll do is they ain't gonna come to you immediately. They'll give you a little nudge and you owe us some money. But after they give you a few nudges, you get penalized for not paying. So let's say, for example, you owed $100,000. You don't want to pay that 100. I think you should at least set up a plan to be like, I'm gonna pay that 100 back in 5 years, as opposed to not paying it at all, because later on they're gonna be like, guess what? You ain't setting no payment plan. Now you owe us 100 plus 20,000 in a penalty. You owe us 120. That's just an example. But I don't know everything about taxes. This is just me, just like talking and shit like that. Is the IRS like tax? Yes. So the thing is, if you work a 9-to-5 job or things like that, or let's say 9-to-5, a traditional job, a lot of y'all taxes is taken out of your check. You're like, let's say, for example, you know, like, man, damn nigga, my check good, bro. I'm about to make 10,000. You get it. Damn, what the fuck that 250? So what the fuck that 2,500 go? Government took that. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody, I didn't work job. Everybody had checks that you see they took that shit out your shit, right? But the entrepreneur way, you get all your money up front. If Twitch sends me a $5,000 check this month, yeah, it's 5,000. Yeah, I'm good. All that 5,000 ain't mine. It ain't. What you got to do is, the government one, I think it's like 35%. 35% of it is theirs. So that's the trick, though. That's the trick. The trick is you think it's all yours, but no, you got to set money aside for them taxes. 35% is something like that. I don't know. But now, if you are a smart business person, you start to look up ways that, how can I minimize how much I have to pay? So that's why you see people get The easiest thing that you see influencers do, it's why you see them get big cars. It's why you see G-Wagons. It's why you see Lamb trucks. It's why you see all those things, because if you get a vehicle over a certain weight, the government allows you to write down the total price of that vehicle, right? Then, your cards, nigga. Now, another thing that people do, obviously you put money in your Roth IRA. If you put money in your Roth, you can write that off. Other things that people do, what's other things that you bind into your business? Let's say you're a plumber. Anything related to you being a plumber, you better make sure you keep receipts and write that shit off. Because at the end of the year, if the government tell you that you owe $10,000, and if you come together with a valid list of $8,000 worth of expenses, then guess what? You only owe $2,000 this year. But don't make sure it's valid, nigga. Don't try to do fraud. Make sure that it's valid. But at the end of the day, if $10,000 got to come out of your account, I'm going to make sure I'm going to spend as much as I can on my business so I can at least enjoy that 10 before y'all fucking take pieces, essentially.
And then just simply waiting until they essentially bang down his door to get the money from him. And although there are much better ways to increase—
Somebody going to jail listening to you. No, hold on. That information, that everything I just said is valid. I didn't tell y'all niggas I do no fraud. There is fraud you can do, but I don't do no fraud. I live life very, very scary. Very scary.
Business expenses and take some calculated losses to offset tax liabilities. It's not impossible that this is his strategy, but Floyd has never remotely given any insight to convince anyone that he is a savvy businessman. He defaults to just saying he makes investments.
I made some very, very smart investments.
What have you been doing since you've been retiring other than hanging out with your kids? Are you doing any work outside your foundation?
Oh, just smart investments. Very, very smart investments.
But when you look at Floyd's very public spending habits into luxury cars, overpriced jewelry, private flights, it's hard to tell if avoiding taxes was a calculated investment strategy or simply someone who didn't want to write a very large check to the IRS. However, none of us would have really known about Floyd's money troubles if it weren't for his complicated friendship with 50 Cent. Because after Floyd refused to pay 50, he didn't hold back from exposing the Money Mayweather facade. In 2011, the friendship between Mayweather Jr. and 50 Cent started to become more of an official business partnership when Floyd announced a new film company called Mayweather Productions using the infrastructure from 50 Cent's Cheetah Vision Films. The first movie was going to be an action film titled Tomorrow Today. 50 Cent was set to write and direct it, and shooting was planned for August 2011 in Grand Rapids, Michigan. It came alongside a reported $200 million investment deal for Cheetah Vision to produce and release 10 movies distributed by Lionsgate. All of a sudden, they were constantly seen side by side in commercials, magazine covers, and formed TMT, which is an acronym for the Money Team. It seems like a fair assumption that 50 Cent had access to the entertainment industry, which Floyd presumably wanted to make money in, and then Floyd had access to the boxing industry that 50 Cent presumably wanted to invest in. Floyd said, "As far as boxing, I think 50 is going to be involved with the promotion side. We might even have him fight on pay-per-view one time. We don't know what the future holds, but he is getting involved with boxing." Unfortunately, when Floyd was getting in trouble with the law, their partnership started to crumble. You see, Floyd had a bit of a history of violence outside of the ring. He was convicted in 2002 of misdemeanor battery stemming from a fight with 2 women at a Las Vegas nightclub. He received a suspended 1-year jail sentence and was ordered to undergo impulse control counseling. He was fined in Grand Rapids in February 2005 and ordered to perform community service after pleading no contest to misdemeanor assault and battery for a bar fight. He was acquitted by a Nevada jury in July 2005 after being accused of hitting and kicking his ex-girlfriend Josie Harris during an argument outside a Las Vegas nightclub. And a boxer having a short fuse is no surprise to most. I mean, how could we forget his legendary crash out against 80-year-old Larry Merchant?
You were aggressive.
I remember the song, it was yesterday, gang.
And taking advantage of what you know what I'm gonna do, because you don't never give me a fair shake. You know that? So I'm gonna go and let you talk to Victor Ortiz, all right? I'm through. They put somebody else up and give me an interview. What are you talking about? What are you
talking
heard him.
about?
You never give me a
Hold
fair
on,
shake.
Kelsey.
HBO needs to fire you. You don't know about boxing. You ain't You not I wish I was 50 years younger and I'd kick your ass.
But this temper becomes particularly problematic when he puts his hands on the mother of his children, especially in front of them. When facing domestic violence charges again in 2010, he knew the odds were stacked against him. He admitted to hitting his now ex, Josie Harris, and twisting her arm, and decided to take a plea deal, receiving a guilty verdict and spending 90 days in jail.
Like, what the fuck are you doing? There's nothing I can say about this because we know how wrong that it is. Like, and especially like you doing this shit in front of your children while the kids watch. Like, come on, my nigga, what the fuck is going on?
Initially, 50 and Floyd continued like it was business as usual, hyping up fans regarding a possible fight with boxing legend Manny Pacquiao. 50 even started trolling by tweeting, "Pac Manny ducking cause he know he gonna get his ass handed to him. I told Floyd beat his before he go to jail," holding stacks of money to show the money team was still locked in. 50 Cent was even there to pick up Floyd from jail with the rest of the Mayweather family after his sentence was up in the summer of 2012. But when Floyd got out, everything changed. 50 said, "Everybody around him is waiting on the next time he feels generous, and I have a lot, so I don't wait for nobody. It's just a space and time. I'll go and do what I have to do. I don't gotta sit around and wait for the next time he feels like giving somebody something." From there, 50 would reveal Floyd's extreme lack of business acumen as the reason why they had a falling out.
Now, what do you mean he changed his mind?
Like, as he was actually going into jail, he asked me to help him with Mayweather Promotions.
Right.
Then, as you know, as he actually got in and I took a look, I realized there is no Mayweather Promotions. There's no LLC. There's no
Scum, I seen
CO,
your
it's
donut,
not
I'm glad.
incorporated. There's no. It's just
a name.
Yeah,
that
it's
comes
just a
out
name.
people's mouth.
Technically, Floyd is a Golden Boy fighter. Fights on every Golden Boy card. They do all the footwork on
Like
every
the
show.
negotiations and the imprint, the paperwork.
They
like,
build the whole show. When he says helping with Mayweather Promotions and it's not there, I go, okay, I know what he means. He wants me to
get it together.
Put it together for him. So I do TMT Promotions. I get it all the way together. Sign the actual fighters. I brought him over while Floyd was, still incarcerated. Then he comes home. There's the Let's Get Floyd Back in Pocket campaign that goes on where, it's $300,000 chains being bought and buying him the new Lamborghini and all these new things. And I'm sitting there going, yo, when you gonna give me the money?
Because you had already invested.
Right, like when you gonna give me your half of the money back. But I ain't trying to press him because he just got out of jail.
Now, either 50 was being misleading on purpose, or he just kind of mixed up his words. He said Mayweather Promotions wasn't incorporated, which is just false. Public records and court filings from many years earlier already reference Mayweather Promotions LLC, meaning the company did exist. What he could have meant was that Mayweather Promotions wasn't properly licensed as a promoter in Nevada, and that Floyd was essentially a Golden Boy Promotions fighter, which does seem to check out, because Golden Boy was the licensed promoter for all of Floyd's fights from 2007 to 2014. Mayweather Promotions was listed as the co-promoter. Now, I think it's a safe assumption that Golden Boy was the company that was working with the Athletic Commission, securing the venue, arranging insurance, coordinating production, negotiating television and pay-per-view distribution, handling sponsorships, overseeing ticket sales, and making sure that the event actually happened. Floyd, on the other hand, most likely was just a fighter, just like he had always been his entire career. And sure, he is technically independent and negotiating his pay on his own behalf, but the Mayweather Promotions being on the flyer makes it look like he was running this boxing empire. And that context matters when we talk about the formation of the Money Team, which was supposed to be a joint venture boxing promotion between 50 and Floyd. It is true that while Floyd was locked up, the Money Team had not been legally incorporated, and 50 Cent went through the process of setting up the legal entity. 50 even went further and started signing fighters to the promotion and wanted to start the process of setting up fights. But then Floyd wouldn't put up his half of the money that was invested, and then went on to tell 50 that he basically never asked him to do this joint venture in the first place.
Yeah, he been struggling with his money because, like, if we both got this agreement that we're gonna make the Money Team and we're gonna go into entertainment side, but also boxing side, whenever I start to pay fighters and sign people, don't come to me with no damn issues. Come on, Floyd.
When is he gonna say he wants to, to give me the other half of it? Why I gotta ask you for it? And then when he,
are we talking over $2 million?
It's about that.
Okay.
At that point, it was invested in.
All right.
So look, he goes when he finally does bring up the situation. He acted like he didn't know anything. Like, I didn't tell y'all to do that. I didn't tell you to do that. And I'm looking at him and he looked in my face and he told me to do that.
Now the big question is, why wouldn't Floyd want to go into business with 50? Like, where was the misunderstanding? 50 basically says he's nothing more than a fighter, and that he doesn't know all of the complicated and detailed steps of what it actually takes to put on a pay-per-view event. But he takes it a step further and says Floyd doesn't do anything without the assistance of others. He doesn't even tweet.
That's not Floyd. Floyd don't tweet.
Wow.
That's not him on Instagram. He got somebody next to him. See, everybody around him is codependent. So they're going to roll with what he says regardless.
But do he tell them type this? He got to tell them to type this, though.
Like, they'll tell him what to say. Like, as soon as you get confused, he's going to go, okay, just call out.
Right.
It gets confusing, and then he just goes, just call out.
Now, finding out a professional boxer pays people to do literally everything for him is not surprising. The problem is that Floyd parades himself as a smart investor and savvy businessman, when in reality, 50 revealed that he just fights, spends all his money, then fights again to make the money back he just spent.
Him making a decision to not put up his...
That you spend all your money, and you fight to make more money. So that just goes back to what I said earlier. When I said, bro, Floyd wanted to continue to live like he was boxing. You can't do that no more. You shouldn't have did it back then. But now especially, bro, you retired. There's no more money coming in.
It's half of the actual money. It's fine. It's kind of trapped in a regimen of fight, get the money, spend the money, fight. Fight, get the money, spend the money, fight. You know, there's no investments, no income from anywhere outside of him fighting. I look forward to having him be involved in situations where he can continuously have income so he doesn't run into what so often fighters run into at the end of the career, not having any financial support or money around.
After cutting ties with...
Yeah, like, bro, I would really want to know, and I hope this video addressed, but I doubt it because they're not going to know Mayweather's personal financial business like that. What were these smart investments that he was getting to? Like, did you start opening up, did you start doing real estate? Did you invest in certain companies that was private companies, and then when they went, when they IPO'd, you did something decent, or when it went public, you cooked? Like, what are these smart investments that you was doing, my nigga? Like, as far as I know, you kept buying cars, you kept buying watches, you kept showing us, hey, I'm doing good.
Floyd, 50 Cent repeatedly hinted that he was doing business with Manny Pacquiao and even suggested that the two would work together, but no formal partnership ever emerged. So 50 resorted to doing what he does best, trolling. A perfect example is when Floyd went out of his way to touch T.I.'s wife Tiny at a red carpet event, and 50 Cent made a video pretending to call Mayweather and tell him to chill out because T.I. might get violent.
Chat, what the f is going on, man? Niggas tell me you down there at the Fat Burger fighting over Tiny. Now that's T.I., man. You gonna cause these niggas to buy more guns in Atlanta.
Floyd responded to 50 in an interview where he said, God has blessed me with an unbelievable talent, with fast feet, fast hands, unbelievable defense, and a very, very sharp mind. So I'm thankful for that. Of course, hip-hop artists, they come and go. They come and go, but I'm still here.
A lot of these rap artists rap about certain things, but I really live it. Like, you know, every home that I have is paid for. Every car that I have is paid for. And I am a $100 million man. I mean, this is the truth. It's not.
I can lie, some good flicks, nigga. Hey, man, y'all rap about the shit that I'm actually living. But damn, Floyd, you gotta keep it though. You gotta keep it.
A lie. I mean, if these guys claim that they're doing certain numbers in certain units, we'll see. My fight is already sold out.
50 woke up the next day and responded to Floyd's comments with one of his most iconic videos ever.
Woke up, I looked at the computer said, Floyd said, T.I. Nelly 50. I'm like, what do you say me for? Nelly your first baby mama, Melissa, then took your fiance. Say that nigga.
The internet exploded, and Fifth wanted to keep the laughs coming, so in honor of the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge trend, he decided to challenge Floyd.
This is a special ASLELS challenge for you, Floyd. If you can read one full page of a Harry Potter book, nigga, I'll give $750,000 to whatever charitable organization you want to. The bucket of ice, man.
Fifth sensed that Floyd might not be able to read the Harry Potter book.
This shit was a kill shot, bro. Like, oh my God. I wonder if he addressed the Breakfast Club shit.
book, so he made some changes to his challenge.
I had a phone call from my man Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy said if Floyd accepts the challenge, then he'll put it on the actual show, so you can read it on the show. We don't want to put pressure on you. We know you can't pronounce those words in that Harry Potter book, so we're going to let you read Cat in the Hat.
Sadly, Floyd never accepted the challenge. He only responded with a picture of some multi-million-dollar checks saying, "Read this $72 million.
I cannot lie though, on some real shit. If the Breakfast Club video never dropped, this is a nice rebuttal. Read this, nigga. Bang, bang. But now that we got the footage, I'm Floyd Mayweather. He's like, damn, 50 really cooked him.
Over the years, 50 Cent continuously mocked Floyd's reading capabilities and intellect, writing out hilarious messages pretending to be Floyd, and 50's trolling was so devastating that to this day, people still make fun of Floyd for allegedly not being able to read. And while the insight that 50 gave us into Floyd's life and lack of business intellect is technically just hearsay, considering how bad Mayweather's finances are today, it seemed like 50 Cent was right all along. Floyd did another big money fight, securing a $32 million purse for a rematch against Marcos Maidana, and around this time, Instagram was reaching mainstream popularity, which was perfect for Floyd to constantly flex his wealth. He'd post videos of himself working out while his paid entourage wanders around his gym and scrolls on their phones. He'd post poor quality videos of him panning over watches that had enough diamonds and gems to buy a small suburban neighborhood. He'd show off his
And so, I've owned certain, like, I'm getting into jewelry. Obviously, I'm a jeweler. You know, we do some jewelry on the side type shit. I've been around a shit ton of watches. I've been around a shit ton of stuff. I quickly learned. You hear people talk about it, but I quickly learned. Buying one of these is like literally one of the least smart things you could ever do. Only because as you become grown and as you start to grow up, you want to wear these less and less. And the thing is, these hold like no value compared to when you first bought it. The people tell you that, it's literally the truth. But the problem is, we grow up, we want these because these are trophies to us. I have no problem with people buying this. I don't think buying this is problematic. If you continue to buy them and you're bad with your finances, that's when it becomes problematic. If this is your goal, this is what you're going for, okay. But later on, if you get in life where you need to sell these, you can spend $30,000 on this. Let's say, for example, $30,000. Or you might get 15. Nice. The watch got a bunch of holes in it. I can't take the diamonds out and fix it. It's over. Now, as opposed to if you go and buy a Grand Seiko, you go and buy a Rolex, you go and buy a fucking AP. If you get that plain Jane, low-key, if you get a certain type of watch, over time it appreciates in value. But even if not, you're going to sell it for something similar to what you got it for or a little less. This is not smart.
Watches that had enough diamonds.
Don't get it wrong, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't have one. You know what I'm saying? We don't wear something like these. It's nice, but as time go by, bro, you wear this in less and less places.
And gems to buy a small suburban neighborhood. He'd show off his massive luxury car collection of customized Ferraris.
If you don't have factory set diamonds in your watch, you're basically throwing your money away. Yeah, like you're not lying. Like now, so the thing is, and I know it's gonna sound dumb, but if this is just how watch guys move. If Rolex did this and you bought it, people would consider it a smart investment. Because guess what? That means that Rolex did this, or this is AP, for example. AP did this and they didn't make that money, they didn't make that many of them, and it's going to be seen as like a trophy that people go for. But if the watch people, they love the details of the watch. They love the story behind the watch. A lot of the times they buy the watch for a story more than the actual watch itself. If you really be around these watch guys. There's no way you gonna take a storied watch, a history watch, and think that I'm gonna want to buy that after you put all of those fucking shits in there. So if Rolex did it, yeah. If AP do it, yeah. If I don't know who else you want to fucking say, nigga. I don't know, Swatch, I guess. If they do it, all right, I'm with it. But if you had another jeweler come and put these diamonds in there, I don't want it.
Post poor quality videos of him panning over watches that had enough diamonds and gems to buy a small suburban neighborhood. He'd show off his massive luxury car collection of customized Ferraris, Bugattis.
Cars are cool to get. We all know cars ain't a smart ass hit. Like, unless you can buy a super rare car, but I wouldn't even try to time that.
And Lamborghinis. And in 2014, his collection reached new heights after he purchased an over $50 million Gulfstream G650 nicknamed Air Mayweather.
The Omega James Bond watch, I just looked at that watch yesterday. That shit, they got the one with the dial of the logo. That bitch is hard.
Fully customized and branded with the Money Team logo. And leading up to his next super fight with Manny Pacquiao in 2015, he was eager to show off his custom-built Las Vegas home that he nicknamed the Big Boy Mansion for approximately $10 million. Floyd got Stephen A. Smith from ESPN to do an MTV Cribs-style tour to portray himself as one of America's greatest entrepreneurs.
A little bit over 20,000 square feet. 3 or 4 levels.
20,000 square feet.
Money Mayweather. Seems appropriate that you would be living in Vegas.
You gotta get rich. What? Look at these cars in this bitch.
My mentality is always about.
Well, this nigga.
It's appropriate that you would be living in Vegas.
Floyd, did you need 3 Bugattis? Did you need 3?
My mentality is always about, working smarter. Now.
Yes. I ain't gonna lie, man. Hey, man, I gotta get rich. God. I want problems like that. That nigga said, man, that green one hard. That red one hard, too. The white one kind of cool. Fuck it, let's take all 3.
Harder.
Floyd's tour of his Big Boy Mansion didn't really seem off the cuff or natural. It looked very rehearsed, like he almost practiced everything that he said in this interview, especially at the end when he showed this wood chopping station outside of his house.
I have to go back to where it all started from.
Chopping wood.
Yeah, chopping wood. It's a method to how you chop. It's like
The hype surrounding his upcoming match with Manny Pacquiao was somehow bigger than De La Hoya. With 57 wins, 5 losses, 2 draws, and 38 knockouts, Manny was a legendary matchup. However, Floyd was concerned that beating Manny, who had recently suffered from injuries and was way past his prime, wouldn't really benefit his legacy.
I'm in a no-win situation, no matter what happens. If I beat Manny Pacquiao, you know what they're gonna say? You supposed to be there.
Man, I don't hear that shit. Suffer from injuries and way past his prime. Say, gang, if that nigga knew that he was hurting way past his prime, don't take that motherfucking fight, nigga. Don't try to minimize what Mayweather did in this fight. Get this shit the fuck out of my motherfucking face, bro. Mayweather was older than motherfucking Pacquiao ass in this damn fight, bro. Move the fuck around, dog. All these niggas talk all this shit saying that Floyd wasn't going to do X, Y, and Z to Pacquiao, and then as soon as he got in the ring and did exactly what the fuck Floyd did, then guess what? They made every excuse to why the fuck Floyd do it. Why he did it. Get out of here with that shit.
You Floyd Mayweather, you the bigger man. And then if I outbox him, they're gonna say it was a boring fight.
And honestly, Floyd's not wrong here, because the truth is, he should have fought Pacquiao about 7 years earlier. Ultimately, Floyd did come out with a victory and secured another massive win, keeping his perfect 48-0 record. It really was the fight of the century, showcasing the offensive power of Manny and
This motherfucker Pacquiao just had a fight recently where the nigga almost won a damn title at being L, right? Am I tweaking? Yeah.
legendary defense Floyd
They robbed him, or he almost, yeah. So he got a draw. This motherfucker still had shit in the tank. This is years before that. Don't act like Floyd got in the ring with a nigga that couldn't do it no more. I ain't gonna lie, that was kind of crazy phrasing. But we'll keep it going.
Was famous for, but at the post-fight press conference, he had to remind everyone how well he invested his money.
I don't want to wait till I get almost 40 years old to start taking abuse on my body. You know, I want to be able to have all my faculties. I invested my money extremely well and good. I can quit boxing today and I'm A-okay. But like I said before, I'm blessed and Manny's blessed and
He's one hell of a fighter.
The revenue generated from this fight clearly made it worth the wait, as Mayweather Jr.'s purse was an astounding $180 million, walking away with around a total of $250 million. At this point, Floyd had already earned over $420 million from his boxing career. However, 2015 became one of his biggest financial years yet, with Mayweather earning about $300 million and landing at the #1 on Forbes' world's highest paid athletes list. And yet, even with all of that money, he still wasn't paying his debts. The Jewelers Inc. filed a lawsuit against Mayweather Jr. as he reportedly bought a $3 million necklace in September of 2015, made
a $3 million necklace. When you made $400 million a night, you can do it though. Nigga, you can do it. But why you ain't pay that nigga? First of all, you owe the IRS. You shouldn't do that. Now, if you didn't owe the IRS, who the fuck am I to tell a nigga that made $42 million not to buy a $3 million necklace? You fucking crazy? But, bro, you owe the IRS.
Up of 72 3-carat round-cut diamonds. The jeweler claimed he paid $1 million up front and later made 6 additional $100,000 payments, but stopped paying after May of 2016, leaving a $1.4 million balance. So he was either intentionally ripping off jewelers or he couldn't afford it. But considering Floyd bought a second, smaller plane for his entourage to follow him wherever he—
Oh my God, bro. This is just, honestly, out of everything in this business, this might be the worst purchase that he's done. You have one PJ. You buy another one for your entourage because I guess you don't want them niggas riding with you. Them niggas shouldn't go on the trip then. What are you doing?
He went, it's likely that he had the money, he just didn't want to pay up. But it wasn't just jewelers. The IRS was missing some—
A plane is one, even a rich person to tell you, a plane is one of the dumbest things you could invest in. Because not only is it expensive, the ongoing cost to maintain it and then get somebody to fly it, it's fucking expensive. It's ridiculous. But the reason why the rich do it is because I make so much money, I can offset it. Plus, now, guess what? They got tax incentives for people buying some of these as well. But I can offset it. But I just don't understand why you need to buy 2 of them. This is stupid.
Bought a second, smaller plane for his entourage to follow him wherever—
Nightbot gonna delete it, but I click it. What is this?
Heiraten. Ich werde niemals heiraten.
Scheiß aufs Heiraten! Scheiß aufs Heiraten!
I saw that shit last night, my nigga. Why would you wake up and resending me this?
Was mit meinem Kumpel, der gezockt hat, er hat keine Kohle mehr, sein Bett liegt auf dem Boden. Ich brauche sowieso keine Frau, was kann sie mir schon geben?
I don't think it's crazy for me as a request to ask y'all, please stop putting my clips in German. I don't think that's a crazy request, okay? Can you please stop doing this shit, my nigga? Mine is leaving. It's like, come on, gang. You German? I'm not German. Somebody just tried to scam me. What, man, let me call that number back from Google. Literally at the beginning of the stream, it was a Google number telling somebody in Germany tried to get my 2-step. Why that bitch said Google called me? It was Guapo 9. All right. Am I the only one, like, sometimes, like, if some niggas call my phone, let's say, for example, matter of fact, this happened this morning. You answer the phone. You say hello. You don't hear nothing. Who's calling me? Oh, Jesus, I thought they was listening to me. They record. Yeah, so what I do is I hang the phone up and then call the number back. I don't know. I think I'll be the one that do that shit. Hey, then guess what? When you hang the phone up, this number no longer in service. How, bitch? It just called me. It literally just called me.
Where he went.
And then sometime when you answer the phone, it makes some weird ass noise. The niggas know. They be going like, whoop. Hello. Fuck you, bitch. You trying to record me.
It's likely that he had the money, he just didn't want to pay up. But it wasn't just jewelers. The IRS was missing some payments as well. ESPN reported that a federal tax lien showed Floyd owed—
I don't be saying nothing. I just be tapping the mic. I just think childish as fuck. I just think Coach G's childish. That nigga started tapping the phone. Hey, bro, what a fucking idiot, bro. Hey, dog.
The IRS $22.2 million.
At first, I was fucking with him, but I was like, man, they might record my voice. Let me stop doing that stupid shit.
Dollars in taxes.
Now, run it back.
Follow him wherever he went. It's likely that he had the money, he just didn't want to pay up. But it wasn't just jewelers. The IRS was missing some payments as well. ESPN reported that a federal tax lien showed Floyd owed the IRS $22.2 million in taxes from 2015. Even more suspicious, Mayweather tried to get the IRS to let him pay over time. And when that did not work, he went to the U.S. tax court asking for
now, wait a minute, why I can't pay over time, bitch?
To let him pay over time. And when that
you
did
get in
not
a certain bracket, you can't pay over time. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. He owed too much? Oh, man. Well, hell no.
Work, he went to the U.S. tax court asking for more time. He argued that he had substantial assets, but those assets were not available as cash. In other words, he may have had mansions, cars, watches, investments, and other
This nigga gonna type, yes, yes, yes. I know what the hell you doing up in this chat, nigga.
valuable property, but not enough liquid cash available at that moment to be able to pay the bill. The Guardian reported that Mayweather's petition said he had a major liquidity event coming in to pay the bills, meaning he was going to use the upcoming fight with Conor McGregor to pay his taxes. And this cycle of using big fights to pay his bills is exactly what 50 Cent accused him of doing years ago.
Started from the bottom, now I'm here. You're 40 years of age. Dress your fucking age. Carrying a school bag on stage.
Wait a minute, this nigga Dana White was wearing a Zupa shirt back then. This motherfucker been trying to get this shit going.
What are you doing with a school bag on stage? You can't even read.
From the very beginning, real fight fans looked at the McGregor vs. Mayweather bout as an obvious cash grab for both fighters. Floyd was a retired 40-year-old boxer, and Conor was not a boxer. The build-up was one of the most over-the-top and chaotic promotional tours in combat sports history, with 4 different massive press conferences where the two did these long, drawn-out speeches and stood toe-to-toe, seemingly pretending to hate each other. It was mildly entertaining, but mostly awkward and exhaustive.
Microwave meal. That's what you are. I'm a home cooked meal.
Oh, that's.
With that cheap watch on. Step your game up. 1.4 million.
Conor had absolutely no chance in the long run and was defeated.
All right, you see Floyd? That first it was ass, nigga. The next one I'm fucking with
via
it.
TKO in the 10th round. This was the second highest selling pay-per-view in history with 4.3 million buys, generating over $600 million in revenue. The Nevada State Athletic Commission announced that Mayweather reportedly earned around $300 million in total from the fight. This was Floyd Mayweather's last professional bout, and without a guaranteed multi-$100 million payday in his future, he would need to control his spending or find other ways to make money. But as we know, Floyd always has some big investments he is working on.
Shit. Oh, real estate? Okay. Shit, I ain't gonna lie. Floyd went overseas and started beating up them people they ain't had no business beating up. This nigga Floyd, didn't he go have a fight in like an Asian country where it was like a kickboxing kid that was big? Floyd beat that kid up and he started crying. Floyd, you a piece of shit, nigga. That nigga bugging out, bro. It was Japan. You seen this? What is this?
Right now, I'm gonna do a song.
The fuck?
Called "Watch Out, Ronaldo."
The fuck?
Watch out, Ronaldo. Yeah. At the fancy feast.
Don't you ever send me no shit like this again, nigga. What the hell was that?
It's amazing, but of course I have a strip club. Everybody like, well, why did you get involved with a strip club? You know.
Oh no, I know this nigga ain't the. Oh, that's not the smart investment.
We know Floyd always has some big investments he is working on.
My real estate portfolio is amazing, but of course I have a strip club. Everybody like, well, why did you get involved with a strip club? You know, even though I still got millions coming in from my real estate in the strip club, I looked at it like this. I said, the nightclub, okay, you got alcohol, you got music, but you got to keep switch club around, spending money, whereas and will never go out of style.
Never. However, one of the
this nigga dumb as hell. Bro, you could have opened up a hotel or something that would have been smarter than a fucking strip club game. I know it would have cost some money, but come on, bro. Like,
These investments turned out to be legitimate fraud. Floyd jumped headfirst into the cryptocurrency craze. He promoted an initial coin offering called Centra Tech. Posting on social media, Centra's ICO starts in a few hours. Get yours before they sell out. I got mine. A few months later, the SEC alleged that Centra's founders had fabricated business relationships with major financial companies like Visa and MasterCard in order to raise millions from investors. The founders were eventually charged with fraud. Now, to be fair to Floyd, he wasn't accused of helping create the scheme, and during the ICO boom, countless celebrities and influencers were endorsing crypto projects that later collapsed. But again, if you're branding yourself as a financial genius and one of the smartest businessmen in sports, you'd expect a little more due diligence before attaching your name to an investment company asking the public for millions of dollars. He still did have to pay $100,000 in SEC fines for promoting the scam, but that's nothing for the champ, who paid $18 million for a Jacob & Co. watch.
Why would you ever buy this watch? I put that on me. I could be a billionaire, and I'm not buying this watch. Bro, the watch niggas don't even go looking for these. So if I no longer want it, who wants it? 18 million, Jacob robbed this nigga. Jacob robbed this nigga, bro. Now, I ain't gonna lie. That bitch gonna be icy as fuck, though. Shit. Bitch is gonna love these. That bitch gonna love these, nigga. Yo, King. But you can do something to pull off a similar look, dog.
The scam, but that's nothing for the champ, who paid $18 million for a Jacob & Co. watch containing 260 carats of emerald-cut diamonds.
Because
I ain't gonna lie, though. The shape of them stones, this bitch expensive. This bitch is, we know the price, but even just to make this bitch expensive.
260 carats of emerald-cut diamonds.
Because it goes up in value. It appreciates, not depreciates.
But his crypto schemes weren't over just yet, and this time, he was straight up laughing in our faces. The most unpredictable and insane news was announced at the end of 2020. Floyd Mayweather Jr. would be fighting YouTuber Logan Paul in a boxing exhibition. Piggybacking off the success his brother Jake Paul put in to make YouTuber boxing a globally recognized spectacle, Logan somehow struck a deal with one of the all-time greats. But it was heavily in Floyd's favor. Floyd reportedly secured a $10 million guarantee plus 50% of the pay-per-view upside. He also made another $30 million in endorsements, which included Ethereum Max or EMAX. This coin has absolutely no utility, but was promoted by Floyd and even Kim Kardashian during the summer of 2021. Mayweather Jr. sported the EMAX logo on his clothing leading up to and during the event. He even tried to say that it would be bigger than Bitcoin at the 2021 Bitcoin conference and was booed relentlessly by the crowd.
I believe that it's going to be, you know, another cryptocurrency that's going to be just as large as Bitcoin someday.
Man, you in the room with niggas that do. Hey, bro, you in the room with niggas that really do this shit. You get caught being fucked up. Nigga, why would you say that, nigga? Why would you say that shit? Yo, bro. Nah, this nigga, I ain't gonna lie, hold on, I'm screenshotting this shit. This is my dude. I'm sending this shit to people. Yo, no way. As soon as I get caught up on some bullshit, I'm sending it. This nigga tripping, bro. Yo. No way this nigga did that. You in this bitch with people that really, yo, whoa. Hey, chill out. Hey, bro, Kobe's 81. Yo, bro, you in the room with people that really do crypto, that really been following it for years. They know that when it comes down to this shit, the likelihood that something is going to pass Bitcoin is not high. But if it is going to be, and you think it's going to be Ethereum Max, fuck is that?
It's okay. No, that's no different from Uber and Lyft.
Read the room. Hey, Floyd, read the room. Hey, read the room, nigga. Yo, gang. Yo, nigga say he can't. Let's go ahead and keep it going.
Unsurprisingly, the coin that Mayweather was promoting went to zero almost immediately after it launched, and today you can't even
look at this shit. The shit went up and then immediately went down. A literal rug pull. It's a rug pull.
buy it. Later, Floyd was named in a class action lawsuit alleging that celebrity endorsements helped promote the Ethereum Max cryptocurrency in what investors described as a pump and dump scheme. And luckily, by the skin of his teeth, Floyd was not found liable for fraud. And while he didn't admit to intentionally misleading his followers to make some easy money with a crypto pump and dump, he did quite literally admit that the fight with Logan was a heist, aka stealing money out of anyone's pockets who thought this was a fair fight.
And then when I see it's a chance for me to do a heist, a quick heist, I'm gonna let y'all know this. Y'all can say what y'all want to say. At the end of the day, I'm the smart one.
Logan claims that Floyd
Floyd popped out of nowhere with that damn fake ass beard. Floyd, why are you doing that, bro? You scamming, bro. You doing crypto scams and shit.
still owes him money to this day.
I mean, Floyd Mayweather?
No, I didn't make as much money as you'd think fighting
Did
Floyd.
you get paid from that?
He still owes me $1.5 million, maybe more.
How does he owe you the money? Why don't you just like...
Here's what happened. He pre-sold the fight using my likeness to some company in, I think, Dubai or like the Middle East for $10 million cash. We ended up doing the fight in the States with a different company. That is the company that put on the fight. That is the company that paid. But he sold our fight with my name and likeness to someone else in Dubai for $10 million cash. It's our fight, bro. Our deal was 15%. He smoked me. So I got 15% of it. 15% of $10
Oh my God.
million is $1.5 million.
And what's funny is Floyd didn't even deny it.
His brother said that you didn't pay him for the fight that y'all had together. What do you have to say to that? The Logan Paul. I wish him nothing but the best.
Now in this particular
This nigga whole ass. This nigga. Hey, bro. No. Yo, you roll that nigga. I wish him nothing but the best. That's crazy.
instance, most people are on Mayweather's side. Anyone who knows boxing knows Floyd would never put himself in a position to lose his perfect 50-0 record, even if it was just an exhibition. Plus, most people don't have any remorse left for Logan Paul, so the fact that he's not
Let it rock real quick. Oh, Vanessa. He scammed the shit out of that nigga. Hey, bro. Dog, Floyd got it, bro.
not getting his $1.5 million from Floyd, they just don't care. But Mayweather being rewarded with millions of dollars for intentionally
The money team. Get this damn video out of here.
misleading people would become a dangerous cycle that he was seemingly trapped in. After his multiple retirements from professional boxing and a handful of exhibition matches, Mayweather's ability to generate hype around a return to the ring became less and less exciting. Therefore, he needed to put his business skills to the test to see if he could actually generate some revenue. Mayweather Boxing and Fitness, a boxing studio, seemed like the most obvious business for him to start.
I feel like, honestly, he should have been doing this. He's failed, though, as far as to my knowledge. Maybe they might be where you are, but they were one day. They brought a couple of those here. They didn't go anywhere.
His credentials as an undefeated world champion gave his personalized training programs and classes credibility. And at first, things seemed to be going well. Dozens of different locations across the country were open for business, with another 200 studios sold to franchisees for development by 2021. A crowdfunding campaign launched by Floyd also claimed the brand had the potential to become a multi-billion-dollar IP one day. But behind the scenes, both the business and its investors were losing millions of dollars every year. Balance sheets released by the SEC indicate a total net loss of $7 million in 2021 and 20.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Hit 10 million in sales? Oh, man.
2022 on behalf of the business. This loss was directly tied to those who purchased franchising rights to run their own studios under Mayweather's brand. Multiple individuals reported investing upwards of $1 million into their franchises, ultimately seeing very little returns and closing down their locations. Of the 70 franchises open for business in 2023, only 26 remained operational by 2025. Meanwhile, Mayweather himself was pocketing $3 million in royalties. A lawsuit was filed on behalf of multiple disgruntled franchisees, alleging that the former athlete had intentionally misled them in their investment. Mayweather's lawyers claimed that he had little to no involvement in the management, operations, or strategic oversight of the business. They also imply that these individuals had exploited his name, image, and likeness for financial gain. This is ironic and borderline insane, considering that his gym...
How the fuck are they going to exploit your name, image, and likeness? The other shit I might let you pass on, whatever. But how can they exploit your name, image, and likeness when I'm becoming a franchisee to Mayweather Boxing? Nigga, your name, image, and likeness is the damn business.
His franchise that he got them to buy in the first place was named after him, so of course they're using his name and likeness. Things only got worse when one location's employees staged a protest in response to not getting paid. Rather than reconciling the issue for those affected, Floyd was out buying a $200,000 watch with a bad check the very same day. But of course, he claimed he didn't know it was a bad check and they had no intentions to defraud the jeweler. Floyd will often boast about his billion-dollar real estate portfolio, which allegedly includes 9 skyscrapers located in New York City.
Actually, what I own right now is 9 skyscrapers.
While this claim has never been fully debunked, it also hasn't been substantially verified. In fact, all signs point to this being a massive exaggeration. Floyd has publicly tied himself to the One Vanderbilt, implying in 2018 that he was directly responsible for the building's construction. In reality, the building is owned in a joint venture between multiple ownership groups. It appears that Floyd may own shares of one of the companies involved.
Shit, I don't give a fuck. If I own shares, I got 9 skyscrapers. I ain't say I own them outright. Shit, how many more I got?
In the deal, but he certainly does not possess 100% ownership, which makes you wonder, is he blatantly lying and over-exaggerating, or does he genuinely believe that he...
Clearly that's what he's doing. But shit, guess what? Jay-Z told us that he owned the motherfucking Nets. And that nigga owned less than the damn, less than a percent. If I own a piece of that bitch, I own it. What the fuck is he talking about? Hey, hold on now. Hey, wait a minute. If that's what he's talking about, I'm with it. I'm with it.
He owns these buildings. He also claimed that he owns 62 apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. Floyd directly stated that he possesses 100...
Now, Floyd, I'm going to give you a pass for a skyscraper. But if you tell me you own 62 rental apartments, you really own them, not no part. Do you own them? Because if he did this, let's say, for example, we get rid of all the video. And then you tell me about the skyscraper in New York and the 62 rental properties in Upper Manhattan. I'm thinking, damn, Floyd was smart with his money. Now we're talking about things that's potentially smart. The other shit, what the hell going on?
100% ownership with no partners when announcing the acquisition, putting up
62 is crazy though.
$402 million of his own money through his investment firm, Vada Properties. However, weeks after the announcement, official ownership had never been transferred to Floyd. When this was revealed in an article published by Business Insider, Floyd Mayweather filed a $100 million defamation lawsuit against the establishment. Floyd likely hoped that this would pressure Business Insider into retracting their article, but they never did. And then the lawsuit was dismissed with prejudice shortly after. Meanwhile, Floyd continued to give more and more reasons to doubt his standing as a successful entrepreneur. Business Insider revealed in a subsequent article that Mayweather was taking out multi-million-dollar loans while defaulting on crucial payments for his many investments. Homes he owned were being seized due to unpaid property taxes, and lawsuits were filed after he skipped out on paying his private jet's fuel bills. The article also revealed that the courts had ordered Mayweather to pay out $2.4 million after skipping out on a public appearance he had already already collected payment for. As if that wasn't bad enough, he had delayed paying the settlement, and compounding interest sent the total fee to over $3 million. The empire of lies and bad business deals Floyd created was crumbling around him, and to make matters worse, the one man he could go to for anything financial or business related was about to become his #1 enemy. Jonah Reschnitz is Floyd's former financial advisor, and he once said, "I trust Jonah, not just 10%, 20%, 100%. Only a year after expressing this sentiment, Jonah became the scapegoat and defendant in a $175 million lawsuit filed by Floyd himself. The suit alleges that Jonah had misled and lied about business deals he was supposedly invested in. According to Floyd, when he claimed to have purchased 62 apartment buildings in Manhattan, he wasn't just blowing smoke, but rather he had been taken advantage of by Jonah. Conveniently, Jonah is allegedly responsible for it all. The bad checks, the unpaid jet fuel bills, the insane claims of owning New York City skyscrapers. Floyd claims these were all Jonah's predatory business methods. Floyd also claims that Jonah had used $100 million worth of jewelry as collateral to take out a $13 million.
See, like, it's very easy to talk about what you would do and if you're in this situation. And I'm understanding of that, and I get it. But I'm going to do it right now. If I'm spending that kind of money on something, I want to go and verify it. You told me, we're going to go back to this trophy. This is $402 million, okay? 62 multifamily businesses in Manhattan. My nigga, I'm going to need, let me go see the buildings. I can't look at all 6, so let me see some of these. Let me see that paperwork. While I trusted you with the investment to set it all up, I want to see this with my eyes. Like, I can't just trust that you did it.
Used $100 million worth of jewelry as collateral to take out a...
Bro, he can't read? Well, guess what I'm about to do? I'm about to pay a nigga that can't read $1,000 to make sure that this business is good. This nigga like he was walking around life on blind faith and trust. Fuck it. I'm paying somebody to read this bitch for me.
$13 million loan behind the back of his client. Not only did Jonah deny these allegations, he brought receipts in an exclusive interview with YouTuber Spencer Cornelia.
Around August 2025, Floyd needed cash money, so he decided to start pawning his jewelry. Here's a text on August 25th, 2025 of Jonah sending Floyd an image of his watch and the word loan below. That represents that watch as being within the group that was being pawned. Here's the second image sent on that day. The top image is a collection of watches that were grouped together for a November loan and that many had been returned after the balance was paid down. Here's the next message of another collection of watches that were used for a loan. The image on the left is an exhibit Floyd included in the complaint. Within this list are 4 of the watches you see in the text message on the right that were included in the group of watches that were pawned. This indicates he continues to lie about not knowing that his watches were getting pawned for a loan to fund his lifestyle.
Text messages also show Floyd directly acknowledging the $13 million loan, with the majority of the balance set to be paid by pawning off watches he used as collateral. Now, there's nothing wrong with Floyd figuring out a way to get some cash off his insane watch collection. The problem is it hurts his perception as a business mastermind. In the eyes of the public, it makes him look desperate for money, and it also makes it seem like he doesn't even follow his own basic advice.
If you make 100,000, you have to put 50,000 up. If you make 100 million,
where was this? All I know is you bought diamond watches in strip clubs. Come on, Floyd. I hate to see Floyd like this, gang. Like, what, nigga? How you finna give me this live ass advice and you ain't really on that?
you have to put 50 million up. You have to save money for a rainy day.
Mayweather alleges that Jonah caused him to sell his Gulfstream jet to an unknown buyer for an unknown amount. He also claims that Jonah diverted $15 million in funds related to an investment in SL Green. Now, it is totally possible that Jonah is guilty of these accusations. Mayweather could easily have someone on his team executing shady business deals or straight up stealing from him. But while Mayweather is trying to get $175 million from Jonah, another company he allegedly defrauded is suing him for double that amount. In 2025, a promotion company called CSI Sports sued him. The lawsuit claims they agreed to pay Mayweather $14 million to fight Mike Tyson, including a $2 million advance. They also allege to get the...
I'm so glad this fight wasn't happening. I remember saying this shit. I'm like, bro, I don't want to watch this shit. As soon as this shit happened, when they was talking about this, I knew Floyd needed some money, y'all. because this was. I'm like, bro, please. Matter of fact, I think I remember we was streaming and I talked about. I was like, I don't want to watch that.
Exclusive rights to the fight after Mike Tyson, which would be with Manny Pacquiao. More geriatric boxing cash grabs. CSI claims Mayweather entered into an agreement in December with another company, Ever Wonder, for $24.75 million, including a $2.75 million advance and the potential for a $3.75 million bonus. Once again, another business deal where Mayweather gets some cash up front, but then there's disputes over who owns what rights, who is owed money, and what promises were actually made. This paints the picture of a businessman who repeatedly operates in legal gray areas that almost always end up in court. But now his debts are higher than ever. He is still facing felony charges for writing the bad checks. He was ordered to pay $1 million back in child support payments, and he also has a $7.2 million IRS lien against him for unpaid taxes. And all of this has resulted in Floyd seemingly scrambling for money wherever he can. While many media outlets are quick to call him broke, I think that's a bit of an oversimplification. It appears that Floyd has engaged in too many unethical business practices or straight up pissed off way too many people, and they just aren't putting up with it anymore, which is why he's trapped in like a million lawsuits right now. We have a strong reason to believe, considering his tax attorney literally admitted to it, that he just stalls on paying off debts for as long as possible.
I promise you, I'm about to get ready to pause it and say, I don't think that Floyd Mayweather, like obviously he's not our version of broke. Boom. I still think Floyd Mayweather has some money. I think his problem is this fucking guy won't pay shit on time. And then when you don't pay shit on time, now you're fucking cooked. Because you got penalties from not doing that. What's wrong with this nigga? The answer's beat his ass. What's wrong with this nigga, gang? Yo. Cold money, team. What the hell is this? V-Rose, don't you ever edit me and you on 50 Cent. Because I don't know who the fuck that is back there. You got me looking like, Meatball from Philly, bro. I don't know what the fuck you got going on, gang. Floyd, you got to pay these people, bro. And then after you do that, actually invest in some smart shit. Damn, bro.
But nobody feels bad for the IRS, and it's not much of a blow to his reputation. However, who's to say that Floyd doesn't apply this same exact strategy to jewelers, franchise owners, opposing boxers, boxing promoters, business partners? Well, because intentionally misleading people or not paying people on purpose after an agreement was made would be considered fraud. And of course, Floyd Mayweather Jr. would never do that. But the pattern is impossible to unsee. Whenever business deals go right, Floyd boasts about it to tout his supposed genius-level business intellect. But when business deals go wrong, he didn't know, it wasn't his intention, or it was somebody else's fault, followed by lawsuits. The problem is, at the ripe age of 49, he's just too old or too untrustworthy to put together a fight for another multi-million-dollar payday and get himself out of debt. And if Floyd was even 10% as successful as he claims he is, he would not need to get back in the ring. The only logical explanation for him getting back inside the ropes would be that he isn't the successful businessman he claims to be. And if the rise and fall of legendary fighters is your thing, check out this video I made about Conor McGregor.
So the thing that it is with Mayweather that I've gathered from that damn documentary, right? Bro, this nigga is he's a guy that was blessed with amazing boxing skills, but he ain't good at business at all. When it's time to pay some shit on time, Mayweather will not pay it. Then when it's time to spend money on things that people might call an investment, you buy like the worst version of that. People saying, yo, go into real estate. All right, I'm going to get a strip club. Some people saying, man, you know what? Man, you can get, if you enjoy watches, buy some watches that you can collect. All right, bet. Let me hit up Jacob and get an $18 million watch. Like, this shit ain't smart at all. Hold on. Boom. Now, so, yeah. The nigga is just, he gets the worst version of absolutely everything, gang. I don't know. Whatever, though. Damn, Floyd. Damn, bro. Oh, you're bugging. The hell is this? Hey! I didn't know what that was. Stop that shit, Flash. Yo, you bugging out, my nigga. What the fuck was that? Yo, this nigga.
Phone call like ring, 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 hello, ring, 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 hello, ring, 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 hello, ring, 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 hello, ring, 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 hello, ring, 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 ring.